Hey Super Friends, welcome back to Never Grow Up. Today we're going to be talking about all things display cases, where you can find them, where I got mine, and a little glimpse of what I got inside. Take a look.
So here's the aisle in IKEA where they have the different kinds of display shelves and what it looks like. So the ones that I have in my house are the $59.99 ones, and they have 4 shelves each and are really good for displaying objects. So these are new since the last time we've been to IKEA. They're about $10 a piece. They're kind of small, but they're wall mountable, which is awesome. These ones actually open from the front, which is really cool because you don't see any hinges. Here's another option that I found that is really stylish if you want to do something a little bit more artsy.
These display cases I have behind me are my personal ones I have in my home. I got a lot of my cool treasures inside each one of them. They stand about 5 feet tall, made out of glass. I got them from IKEA. IKEAs are everywhere. If they're not in your hometown, they're probably just a short drive away. It's from Sweden, so they're across other countries and everything like that. So why don't we come in a little closer and take a look at my display cases. So pretty much the only way that my wife will let me have anything displayed in the house is if I have it displayed in a tasteful manner. Having your stuff in a display case is a tasteful way, and it looks really, really cool. You don't want to have a lot of clutter on each of the shelves. You'll see in a couple of these that I do have some of the things that look a little cluttered, but they're kind of displayed just right to where it doesn't look too cluttered and looks really, really cool. This first shelf, I got my 3 huge Superman statues. Well, 2 Superman, 1 Shazam. The first one is the Henry Cavill Superman from Justice League, Christopher Reeve from Superman 2 that I unboxed a couple weeks ago, and the Shazam PVC figure from DC Gallery. This little statue type thing of Kryptonite I got, my son wanted to put up here with the Superman that I have up here he got for his birthday. Let's take a look at the second shelf. The second shelf I have here on the display case is my Legend of Zelda shelf. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan. I love all the games, and I have a few of the amiibos from Super Smash Bros., Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild. I got this little necklace from my wife that has Navi in it, and it actually glows in the dark. It's really cool. It's a Navi in a jar. It looks really, really cool. And like I said, it lights up when it's in the dark if it gets a little light to charge it up. And it's on wire, and it actually looks like it's floating in the jar. It's pretty cool. I got a cool belt buckle here from my wife. A little tin candy case that you can find at game stores, GameStop, stuff like that the kids gave me. I decided to put it in there. The original 2 gold cards for NES. This one right here, if you actually take a look. Oh, sorry. Has a crack right in the cart right here. And as a kid, I was always wondering about how this could still work, but then, you get older and you realize that the actual game is like right here. So that crack doesn't matter. It's actually probably right above the computer chip, but it still works. It's pretty cool. This is my brother's games, actually, so haha, you suck. Okay, so the next shelf here is my Robocop shelf. I do have a lot more Robocop stuff other than this, but these are my 2 favorite, and I just thought it would be kind of cool to set up the fighting scene from the first movie. When I was setting this up, my daughter said that it looked like they were dancing. I was like, no, they are clearly fighting. So I thought that took the cool factor out of it a little bit, but hey, whatever, to each his own. You got Ed 209 facing Murphy right there, and Battle Damage, he's got the scar across the face and everything. I love all the movies, even the bad ones, and I'm a huge fan of the comics, anything Robocop, and there's not a lot of stuff out there for him either, but I pick up what I can and when I can. This last shelf on the first display case here is, I kind of wanted a spot to display my box collection for games and accessories for various Nintendo systems. Right here I got the original GoldenEye 007 box, WWF No Mercy, Knockout Kings 2000, Pokemon Snaps, Pokemon Stadium, the Game Boy camera, which is displayed there on the bottom, the original instruction manual for the Super Nintendo, which I found somewhere in a box. I actually don't even have the system, but I have the instruction manual. The Game Boy printer, which is pretty cool, an expansion pack for N64, the printer box is back there, Pokemon Heart Gold, which I do have complete. That is everything. It's not in the box, but I do have the whole game complete. And like I said, I wanted to just kind of have a spot to display cool memorabilia that I have for various systems. So that's a look at my first display case here. I'll show you the second one in a minute, but I just wanted to show you some features of the display case itself. I got these really cool lights that didn't come with it. They came separately, and if you take a look at it, it's going to kind of flood out Superman right there, but these ones are just regular incandescent lights, and they were about $10 a piece when I bought them. Now IKEA sells LED ones that are a lot cheaper, and I just looked them up, and you can actually get a 4-pack for $10, which is pretty awesome. So that's something to consider too, because at nighttime we use this for like movie nights and stuff like that. When we want to kind of drown out the light, we turn these on, and it's a perfect mood lighting for movies and everything. It's really cool. Also, the display cases themselves have this really nice door. It's magnetic on both the top and the bottom, so it seals up really good. I don't really have a problem with my kids opening and closing them or anything like that, and they seal up perfectly. So let's take a look at display case number 2. Display case number 2 is probably my all-time favorite statue. I don't know if any other statue I get from here on out is going to be as good as this one. It's I almost said Doomsday. Darkseid versus Superman, and Superman is battle damaged along his cape. They're fighting right above one of the holes of Apocalypse, the planet Apocalypse, Darkseid's home planet. I am a huge fan of Darkseid. He is Superman. To me, I know Lex Luthor is his arch nemesis, but to me, Darkseid is the one that can match Superman in power, and it's just really, really cool to have this, and how he's attached and everything is only by his hands. The statue itself is Superman's only attached by his hands, so he's kind of fragile, and that's why I have him up higher and stuff, but with the display lighting too, at night, when the light shines on them, looks so incredible, and it's just an awesome, awesome scene, a fighting scene of them two together duking it out. The fastest man alive, the Flash. Love the Flash, love every iteration of him. This statue right here is from the TV show on CW. This one right here is from Justice League, the movie. And I got the Game Boy Advance Justice League Heroes Flash game for, like I said, Game Boy Advance. Love the Flash so much. An amazing character. And who's faster, Superman or the Flash? It's the Flash. That's what he does. Superman can't be faster than the guy whose only power is speed. Love it so much. I love Ezra Miller as the Flash too, as well as Grant Gustin as the Flash on the CW show. Next up is my dedicated shrine to the immortal Hulk Hogan. I love Hulk Hogan as an entertainer in the wrestling business so incredibly much. I think that nobody will ever come close to doing what he did for the wrestling business from here on out. Right here in the middle I got a statue of Hulk Hogan in his classic pose, ripping his t-shirt with the World Championship belt around his waist. I think it's the Fury line is what these were called, and they're more of a statue than a figure. He doesn't have any articulation points or anything. He's just in that pose in the corner of the ring. I think it looks really cool though. This is a mug I got from a friend at Hogan's Beach Shop in Clearwater Beach. He got it for me for the 30th anniversary of Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant in the Pontiac Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. And to my knowledge, I think that it still holds the world record, indoor attendance record, which is pretty sweet. Right here, WrestleMania 18, probably one of my second favorite matches of Hulk Hogan, him versus The Rock. I got the Hulk Hogan Anthology DVD set, the Hulk Hogan Unreleased Collector's Series Edition DVD, Hulk Hogan Hulk Still Rules for when he came back in 2002. And that's his documentary, his newer documentary that he got there. In the back, you can't really see him, but I got Hulk Hogan on a chopper motorcycle. Him and Undertaker had a little feud when they were fighting when he came back, and they showed off their bikes to each other. So it's him on a motorcycle. And then over in the far right is him versus Shawn Michaels when they fought together at SummerSlam. And that was probably his second to last match, I believe. I think his last match after that was versus Randy Orton or Kurt Angle. But either way, pretty cool. Love Hulk Hogan. So here's my Mario shelf. I can't call myself a Nintendo fan if I don't have a collection of Super Mario stuff. I got various figures here from fast food chains, McDonald's, Burger King. Some of them are from the new Super Mario Brothers games. Some of them are from Mario Odyssey. I think this one might be from Odyssey. I'm not sure, but I know that with that Mario right there without his hat. Oh, he is holding the hat, Cappy right there. That's from Mario Odyssey. This is an amiibo for the 25th anniversary of the original Mario Brothers game. Mario Pez dispensers, VHS collection of cartoons from the original Super Mario Brothers Super Show that I used to watch as a kid. If you kids watching right now are asking what a VHS tape is, Google it. I got right here, this pin set back here is from the Club Nintendo when that still was a thing. That was a platinum gift or prize or whatever that you got from having so many points or whatever. You got that, which is pretty cool, and I've never opened it. It's still sealed in the plastic and everything. I got the Super Mario Brothers 64 Super Mario 64 box up there for the original game for the 64. I got this amazing Piranha Plant helmet or hat of some type, bonnet I guess you would say, and my wife surprised me for my birthday one year and actually took this awesome picture with my 3 awesome kids. One was Mario, Clark was Mario, Violet was Luigi, and Natalie down there was a piranha plant in a tube. She looks adorable, and I think that's really, really cool, and I love my family. And that's really awesome, and my wife's the coolest. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Hope you liked my display cases. I hope I told you a little bit of information about where to find them. And again, if your significant other doesn't let you display things in the living room, or where people can actually see them, say, well, what if I display them tastefully in a display case? This is the answer for that. Really, they're pretty cheap investment for what you get out of them. And I've had these for years now, and they've lasted a long time and have paid themselves over a few times. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm finally on Instagram. I've discovered technology, and I'm on that now, so check that out. Check out my Facebook page. They're all linked to one another. I'm posting stuff all the time. I'm also was a featured guest on Games and Gimmicks podcast. Check them out. They do everything from wrestling to video games to everything in between. Check them out on iTunes and wherever else you can find podcasts at, and stay tuned for a lot more content.